Yo, what's going on, people? It's your boy Huncho, back at you again with another video. And no, your eyes aren't deceiving you. You definitely read the title of this video right. But believe it or not, the case is actually a lot bigger and more sinister than what the headlines are saying. And no, I'm not saying that having sex with the chicken isn't weird or sinister, but there's definitely a lot more to this story which isn't gripping the headlines. On the 9th of July 2019, police raided 37-year-old Rehan Baig and his wife 37-year-old Rehan Baig's home because the National Crime Agency had intelligence that Rehan had images of sexual abuse of children. When they raided the home, they took 2 computer towers, a laptop and a mobile phone, and when they were examined, images were found of child abuse. 11 images were found that were in the category A, which is the most serious category. However, investigators found not just only his 6 stash of child abuse videos and images, they also found videos and images of sickening acts performed on chickens and a dog, some videos which featured Rehan and his wife performing sexual acts towards these animals. Police would go on to arrest Rehan and he would go on to be charged with 3 counts of making indecent photographs of children, some aged just 6 years old, possession of 405 milligrams of cocaine and 4 grams of cannabis resin. He was also charged with possessing extreme pornographic images which were quote-unquote grossly offensive, disgusting or otherwise of an obscene nature, which portrayed in an explicit and realistic way a person performing an act of intercourse with an unknown animal, a dog and several chickens. His wife would also be charged with 3 counts of aiding and abetting, namely filming her husband having sexual intercourse with the chicken. They both pleaded guilty to the charges brought against them, and recently there's been a sentencing hearing which has just wrapped up. In that hearing, prosecutor Abigail Langford told the court moving images were found of the defendant engaging in penetrative sexual intercourse with a number of chickens. Rehan Baig was depicted in some of the videos. Having viewed them, it is clear they are filmed in a cellar or basement of their property, and both are clearly depicted in the videos. Rehan Baig is seen naked from the waist down, and Rehan Baig is seen to perform a sexual act on him. He penetrates the chicken while she is standing close by. There are other examples where Rehan Baig engages in penetrative sexual activity herself with the defendant while he moves between penetrating the chicken and her. She is heard to make sexually encouraging moans to the defendant and engages in consensual sexual activity with him. These do help her with culpability in these particular acts. Ms. Langford said that still images were also found of the couple involved in sexual activity with a dog, which has not been found or identified and was not believed to be their own pet. Rehan Baig encouraged the animals into sexual acts with himself and his wife. She added that the chicken abuse had not only taken place on one occasion. She said there were numerous different chickens, brown and white birds, and the defendant appears to be wearing different clothing. It's the Crown's case that this was repeated behaviour. She also went on to say that some of the chickens died due to the abuse at the hands of Rehan. She went on to say some were seen in the videos being thrown in bin liners afterwards, and in one instance Rehan appeared to be having sex with the chicken that was already dead. She added Rehan Baig admitted in an interview that the chickens had initially started as family pets and no dog was found at the address. Rehan Baig was then sentenced to 3 years in jail, and sentencing him, Judge Richard Mansell QC said, "Videos you made would make any right-thinking member of society sick to their stomach and involved unspeakable acts of cruelty to animals you abused for your own depraved sexual gratification. One film showed 2 brown chickens dead on the floor, and there is one occasion where it is perfectly apparent you were penetrating a chicken that was already dead. The pain and suffering you must have inflicted on these animals must have been horrific, and all these chickens died as a result. These home videos were created for your own sexual gratification and kept so that you can go back and watch them again for sexual gratification. They are beyond comprehension." He was also placed on the sexual offenders register for life and was also banned from owning animals for life. There had been reliable evidence that his wife had suffered domestic abuse, and she was given a 6-month sentence which was suspended for 18 months, but the judge told her, "You gave the appearance of having enjoyed some of the sexual acts with the chickens and dog. You aided and abetted him in these acts, although in truth he doesn't appear to have needed much encouragement to indulge his depraved sexual practices." So, to be honest with you, I don't really know what to say about this one, because what comes to a person's mind when they want to have sex with animals, especially ones that have died? I mean, it's bad enough to have sex with animals anyway, but to have sex with a chicken, kill it because you've had sex with it, and then have sex with it again when it's dead, just absolutely blows my mind. I don't know how people can even think to do that. But then again, he did have all this extreme pornography on his computer, and he had child pornography, so there was clearly something wrong with the guy anyway. So again, I do want to keep sharing these stories with you guys because I do think they need more light shed on them. We see a lot of the time that the media doesn't really cover it, or if they do cover it, it isn't really put out as much as, say, like a murder case or something like that. And I really do think that there is a big problem with pedophilia in this country that really does need to be sorted out, and we really need to be spreading awareness on the situation. But let me know what you guys think of this in the comment section below. Give the video a little like, and if you want the latest drill, street and music news out of the UK, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. It's been your boy Huncho, and I'm out.